good, Horror Horde? It's your boy Horror Gamer, back with another video for you. And what's today's video, you ask? Well, it's gonna be a movie review. What's the movie, you ask? Well, today's movie review is on a little movie that came out last Friday, and everybody's been waiting for forever. Happens to be a sequel to a movie that came out 40 years ago. Today, in fact. Today, my movie review for you is going to be on Halloween 2018. Now, before I get into the review, we all know that your boy Horror Gamer is a spoiler channel all day, every day. But today I'm going to do something a little different. Yes, there's going to be some spoilers, but this review is going to be a very light spoiler review. Because I don't want to ruin this movie for people who haven't seen it yet. Because this movie is fucking magical. So, as you can already tell, this is going to be a decent review, okay? This movie is off the chain. I want everybody who's a horror fan, who isn't a horror fan, who's afraid of Michael Myers, quit being a little puss and go see the movie. You owe it to yourself to see this movie. So, with that being said, yes, there'll be spoilers in this review, but I'm going to try to keep the spoilers light because I don't want to ruin it. So, now that shit's out of the way, here we go. So the movie begins in Smith's Grove Sanitarium because apparently with this movie it negates all the other bullshit that happened after the original Halloween took place. So the hospital in part 2 didn't happen, Halloween H2O didn't happen, Halloween Resurrection didn't happen, all that shit didn't happen. So this is a direct sequel to the original one. So this apparently 40 years ago when Michael Myers got shot, knocked out the window, laying there, apparently that night he got arrested and got taken to Smith's Grove. So we all know what Smith's Grove is. So you know where he's at. He's in the mental institution. And these two fucking stupid reporters want to dive into the mind, I guess, of Michael Myers and wonder why he did what he did. Because they're dumb. You know, there's no fucking rhyme or reason why Michael Myers did what he did. He's Michael fucking Myers. He doesn't need a reason. He loves to do it. So they go and they do their thing. They try to dive into his mental state, yada yada. Go in there. He's chained to this big fucking cement boulder thing. And they're showing him the mask, you know. I'm not spoiling nothing right now because you've seen it in the preview. Okay. So, showing him the mask, trying to get a reaction out of him, whatever. And of course, Michael Myers, being who he is, doesn't react. He don't give a fuck about these people. They're cockroaches to this guy. So anyway, you know, you get a little deeper in the movie. They go visit Laurie Strode. Okay. And let me tell you something. Jamie Lee Curtis's rendition of this Laurie Strode is amazing. She really tapped into what would really happen to somebody if they went through the horror she did 40 years ago. You know, she got the PTSD, you know, she's locking everything down. She basically turns into Sarah Connor. Okay, I've heard that reference thrown around. Fuck it, I'm going to use that reference too. She basically turns into a modern day Sarah Connor. She's preparing herself for the night Michael gets out because she knows for a fact he's going to get out. She doesn't know when, but she's preparing herself for the day that they can have their big final battle, whatever. Okay? So, but she's also become an outcast to her daughter and her granddaughter, which she tries to have a relationship with her granddaughter, but the mother kind of doesn't allow it to happen in a way because she doesn't want whatever Jamie Lee Curtis is going on in her head to run off on her daughter. Which, you know, what Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter doesn't realize is she's been preparing for what she does. But anyway, So the movie goes along, you find out that, Jamie Lee Curtis had a daughter and she was taken away from her when she was 11 because of all the shit Jamie Lee Curtis was doing, basically preparing her for the day Michael Myers escapes too. That way she can protect herself. And then she has a granddaughter, which is in high school now, she's high school age. And they have a scene of dialogue that really kind of puts the nail in the coffin. Now, I don't know if she doesn't know, but the scene of dialogue that's in the preview is also in the movie where the kid asks, well, isn't your grandmother's brother the one who did all the... And she said, no, somebody made up. He's not her brother, yada yada. So basically, in my opinion, putting the nail in the coffin of the whole brother thing. Which is, it is what it is. Maybe they could... All it is, though, it's a piece of dialogue that can be changed. Or, later you find out, oh, well, I didn't know, maybe, So there's still areas where they could still have Michael Myers, Jamie Lee's brother, later. So, basically, this movie is Michael Myers escapes. You see it in the preview. He's being transported from Smith's Grove to some kind of other fucking place that's supposed to be 1,000 times worse where he's just going to go die. And he's being transferred, surprise, surprise, the day before Halloween, which I'm okay with. I say surprise, surprise, but I'm still cool with it. Well, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, drives up to Smith's Grove to see the transport bus, and she's sitting there holding a gun and she's drinking. Like, she wants to end it right there. Like, she wants to kill him right there, but she lets it go. And then there's this doctor who becomes Michael's doctor, which in this story, Dr. Loomis dies like 10 years later after all of this shit happened with Michael Myers. So the Dr. Loomis character, yet still being put in the movie and as an important character, like in this rendition, he dies 10 years later. And this other doctor sees his care for the rest of the time. So, and this doctor, you can tell right off the bat, this doctor's fucking weird, you know what I mean? He has almost like an obsession with Michael. He wants Michael to be treated right. This, and this. Okay, so the bus crashes. Boom. The doctor's on the bus with him. Sketchy how all the authority figures on the bus are killed. He's alive. Okay. So, a guy and his son, like I said, I'm not ruining nothing for you. A guy and his son driving down. See everybody in the road, they stop. You know what's going to happen. So the dad goes out, looks for Michael, the dad disappears. The son goes out, looks for the dad, goes into the bus like a little fucking idiot after he ran into a cop that the cop said, run! He walks into the fucking bus, because why not? It's a horror movie and he's an idiot. And he sees the doctor, and the doctor's like, don't shoot! Well, it scared the shit out of the kid, so the kid shot. Well, the kid goes running back into the car, and lo and behold, guess who's in the back seat? And Hollywood did something that I didn't think they had the balls to do. They had Michael Myers kill this kid. And I'm like, what? So right there, I'm just like, bro, they're going for it in this one. So anyway, fast forward a little bit, I guess the reporters are going back to Smith's Grove or whatever, and they stop at this gas station garage thing, and fucking Michael Myers pulls in and walks behind them, like you see it, like you see Michael Myers pull in on his truck, like nothing, get out of the truck, and fucking walk in the background, and like nobody notices a fucking crazy guy, And so, fast forward a little bit, he gets his suit, we all know how he gets his suit, and he attacks the female reporter in the bathroom. Not going to get into too much detail in this part because you need to see this, so all I got to say is he gets his mask from the reporters, and he goes to Haddonfield. This part of the movie I love so much because he's hiding in plain sight. He's in Haddonfield. It's trick-or-treat night, Halloween night. Kids are running all around and bumping into him. kids are trick-or-treating around him. Everybody's just having a good old-fashioned family trick-or-treat around him. And he's walking around in plain sight killing people. Like, he killed one woman with a hammer, killed somebody with a knife. Each time the killings got bigger and badder and better. So he's hiding in plain sight, which I love. There's this one continuous shot where he walks back, gets a hammer, walks into the woman's house, kills her, grabs a kitchen knife, walks out, walks down the street while kids are fucking trick-or-treating, walks up to another house, looks in the window, walks away from, this scene is fucking crazy because it's one continuous shot. It is so good. It is so good. And then him fucking just killing people and nobody's really knowing. It's fucking phenomenal. Like, I just can't get enough of it. And anyway, so back to the story. I'm gushing over this fucking shit, man. But back to the review here. So he goes and kills that woman. And it cuts to this high school party where Laurie Strode's granddaughter and her boyfriend are at this party, whatever. Her boyfriend gets drunk, turns into a dick. She leaves with his friend, because his friend is gonna walk her home. He's drunk. He goes and makes a move for Laurie's daughter. She fucking says, "Get off me," He's, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. She jumps over the fence and walks away. Michael Myers is in the backyard that they were in, and the kid's all pissed, laying on the ground drunk and stuff. He looks over, he thinks it's the guy who owns the house. And, he says, "Happy Halloween, I'm sorry, I had a few to drink, blah, blah, blah." And Michael Myers is not saying nothing. Well, this backyard has a fucking motion light, so the fucking light would go out, and then it would come back on, and Michael Myers would be a little closer each time, which was fucking an awesome effect for this scene. And then it gets to the point where the guy's like, I was just in the yard for a little bit, blah, 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 because he thinks it's his neighbor. Well, the lights go out, and then Michael Myers comes back on, and Michael Myers takes a swing at the guy. Okay, which is crazy. And kid freaks out, tries to jump over a picket fence, not a picket fence, kind of like them fences that are in graveyards that have the spikes, and he can't get over it because he's been drinking. He keeps stepping on his fucking cape or something. I don't know, his cape is stuck because he's wearing a Superman costume, and Michael Myers stabs him in the back. Well, Laurie Strode's granddaughter hears the commotion because he's screaming for help, and she walks over and says, "Quit fucking around, quit messing around, blah, blah, blah." And she looks and she sees him, and he's impaled through the fucking bottom of his throat with the gate, and he's just laid there all dead. And let me tell you, this part right here had some of the most epic, when I say epic, I mean fucking epic music. It was in-fucking-sane. This scene gave me chills down my spine when I watched it. And it's hard to do that to me. But the music, the score in it was just fucking phenomenal. Some of the best music I've ever heard in a movie. Besides the Halloween theme song, I'd have to say that this theme song that played during that scene was fucking amazing. Look it up. It's called The Shape Hunts Allison. Look it up here on YouTube. I'll try to get a link in the description so you can hear it. But it was phenomenal. The music went so well with the scene, and I was looking at the screen "Run, bitch, get the fuck out of there! What are you doing?" It was amazing. So, he's chasing her or whatever, and this is all happening after. Okay, so I skipped the scene, which I'm gonna kind of jump back to because it was so good. There's a little boy in this movie that just, for me, steals the fucking show. Okay. I don't know, everybody has seen the preview. Okay, the scene where the little boy's like, "Can you check the closet?" And she opens the door, Michael's standing there with a knife. That little black boy, he stole the show for me. He was fucking funny. You knew, watching this movie, you knew Danny McBride had his hand in it. Because it was funny when it needed to be, but it was serious also when it needed to be too. The comedy didn't outweigh the horror, which was awesome for me. So it was funny at times, but it still kept its seriousness. But like I said, it managed to be funny. It was amazing. So This little boy, man. I'm not going to tell you anything about that scene. You saw the preview. You know what it is. Watch the movie. I'm not going to spoil this little boy scene because for me, he stole the show in that scene. Okay, so let's get back to he's chasing her, and the cop comes who has the doctor. The doctor ended up, surviving the gunshot, and he's in a cast or whatever, and he's now the new Dr. Loomis, basically. But there's a little twist. So he's riding around with the sheriff, and they're trying to stop Michael Myers. So they pick up Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and they're driving around, and then they're going to Laurie Strode's house because Laurie Strode told her daughter and everybody, go to the damn house, because it's a fortress. So they're going to the house, and they see Michael Myers walking. The cop fucking runs over Michael Myers, and the doctor's like, no, don't do that. Boom! So he fucking hits Michael Myers with the car. And he gets out, the sheriff gets out, and he gets ready to shoot Michael Myers. Well, the doctor is trying to plead with him not to, you know what I mean? Well, the doctor ends up killing the cop. Here's where the plot twist happens. And for some fucking stupid reason, after he kills the cop, he puts Michael Myers' mask on. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. And he puts Michael Myers in the back seat of the squad car with Laurie Strode's daughter. And in the back seat of this cop car, you can't get out unless they let you out. So he puts Michael Myers in the back seat of this cop car with Laurie Strode's daughter because Michael Myers just knocked out. Okay. And he takes the mask off, throws it in the back, and Laurie Strode's daughter Allison is like, Laurie Strode's granddaughter Allison is like, why are you doing this? And he said something along the lines of, I wanted to see, Michael amazes me, I wanted to see what he would do in an uncontrolled environment. So basically this guy was a fucking Looney Tune. And so they're talking back and forth while she's keeping an eye on Michael. The mask is still laying there. And, they're still driving to Laurie Strode's house because he wants the final battle between Laurie and Michael. He's like, it's all going to come to fruition when they meet again and yada yada. So takes her, they're driving to Laurie's house. And Allison keeps trying to get the doctor to let her out of the car because, she's in the fucking back seat with Michael Myers. And she's locked in there with him. And she keeps looking at him. She's like, I need to get out. He was like, and he's starting to say, it's been so many years. He hasn't said one word. Well, she sees the opportunity to lie and say, well, he talked to me. And he was like, no. He's like, yeah. And he said one word. And it was a 4-letter word. He said one 4-letter word to me. And the doctor was like, what? What did he say to you? And she's like, stop the car, let me out, and I'll tell you. And so he stops the car, he looks at her, he's like, you need to tell me what he said. He said, what did he tell you? She said, he said a 4-letter word. Well, this time she looks over, and the mask is gone. And she looks up, and Michael Myers is sitting in the seat with his mask back on, looking at her. And she's like, fuck! There's a funny part. Well, Michael Myers then, does what he does best. He I'm not going to ruin this scene for you. You got to go see it. So anyway, let's fast forward this a little bit. Let's go to the final showdown between Laurie and Michael. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Okay. Laurie and Michael's fight scene was just, it was awesome. And the funny part is, it was reversed from 40 years ago. When Michael was the hunted, when Laurie was the hunted, this time around, you feel like Michael was being hunted. It was crazy. Like, Laurie turned full commando psycho bitch on this dude. And there was a scene. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to watch it. I'm getting to the end of the review now because I'm leaving a lot of shit out. Like I said, light reviews because you need to see this. I'm just saying there's this one scene that pays homage to the original. And you're going to know exactly what it is. But anyway, so with all that being said, I'm done. I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. I'm not going to tell you how the movie ends. You need to go see it. All I'm going to say is there's a possibility for there to be a sequel. Possibility. So, okay, I'll give you one. All I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this out there to you. Laurie's house was a trap. Is all I'm telling you. Was a trap. She lived in a trap. But not for her. She made the house into a trap for Michael. And that's all I'm going to say. Is she made this house throughout the 40 years she was waiting a trap for Michael Myers. So, with all that being said, with this review out of the way, with me telling you certain parts, leaving out a lot because I don't want to ruin it for everybody, what would your boy Horror Gamer give this movie? I'd give it a 9.7 out of 10. It wasn't perfect, but damn near. And this movie, I want to go see it again so bad. And I'm going to go see it again. It was funny. It was funny when it needed to be. It was serious. It had its jump scares. It had its freaky parts. All in all, this movie was a damn good Halloween movie. It was a damn good addition to the franchise. And they can work with this. You know, they can work with this movie. The guy who played Michael Myers in the original comes back for, and you know, there's two people who played Michael Myers in this one. Nick Castle, who played him in the original one, and the new guy, Courtney. His last name's Courtney. I forget his first name. He does a damn good job as Michael Myers, bro. Like, he's good. He's really good. So, definitely check this fucking movie out. You owe it to yourself to check this movie out, whether you're afraid of it or you're not. Michael Myers scares you or he doesn't. Check this fucking movie out. You owe it to yourself. This movie is amazing. Amazing. You will kick yourself in the ass if you don't watch this movie. Alright, Horror Horde. That is my outlook on Halloween. You might have a different opinion. It is what it is. Drop a like. Comment in the comment section. If you've seen the movie, tell me what you think. Let me know what other videos you want me to do. I'm going to be watching, after I get off here with this video, I'm going to be watching Slender Man. And I'm going to be having a video up in the next couple days with that. And also, it's that time of year, so you know, fast food companies do that whole, you know, gimmick thing. So I went to Burger King and I got myself the Nightmare King. And I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't like doing that shit in front of people. And they say that the bun gives you nightmares. So I'm going to eat this. I'll probably review how it was, how good it was, or how bad it was, or how horrible it was. But I'll also let you know in the next couple days whether this bun did or did not give me nightmares. We'll find out. Motherfucker, you don't say it if it ain't true. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to watch Slender Man. And yeah, so as always, Horror Horde, I love y'all. Go see Halloween. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And until next time, this has been your boy Horror Gamer saying almost forgot. Tonight, I'm actually going to a Halloween parade. So I'm going to try to take footage there because where I live, you know, in the town that I work in, they have one thing every year for Halloween. It's the Halloween parade. Everybody loves it. So look for the next couple days for there to be a video of the Halloween parade. Okay? I'll do an intro. I'll show you the Halloween parade and I'll do an outro. So, well, alright. Now with all that being said, it's been your boy Horror Gamer, as always, saying I love you guys. Thanks for watching the videos. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope I didn't spoil too much. I hope I didn't spoil not enough. Just go out and watch the movie and then tell me what y'all think, okay? And I'm going to try to get that link down here so you can hear that song that played, because that's a definite badassness. Okay, so until next time, Horror Horde has been your Horror Gamer saying, your boy Horror Gamer said, damn, it's been forever. This has been your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.